Howdy mates, good morning. It is Sunday, May 2nd, 2021. I'm down in Cedar Creek State Park near Waynesville, Ohio. We're kind of to the southwest portion of Ohio, as a matter of fact. But focus of the video that I wanted to go on was the Yellow Buckeye. We have finally been able to see one at long last. And it's also known as Aesculus flava. And there are indeed two species of buckeye found in Ohio. So you got the yellow buckeye in front of me, and then the other famous buckeye is, of course, the Ohio Buckeye. However, fascinating thing is the yellow buckeye is kind of like the big brother of Ohio Buckeye. That's the case because the yellow buckeye can indeed grow taller in terms of height. So usually when they're quite young, they can tolerate the shady conditions, but once it gets to maturity and grows up to 30 some feet, that's when it will require more sunlight. But they also do indeed produce buckeyes, and honestly the buckeyes look just about the same personally. And a thing to look for too, especially when the yellow buckeye is young, is you kind of see the bark. It kind of has like a grayish brown color to it. It kind of looks like ski tracks on the bark itself. And it's also relatively smooth. And also, here's another one to my left. The bark is also known to be rather splotchy, as you can see here. You kind of see that variability in the color here. But this tree is important for our native wildlife, our homies, for source of food, shelter, and even nesting sites too, especially from the twigs. So you don't want to get rid of these. They do indeed play a role. And they're very versatile too, so they can practically survive in dry, acidic to alkaline soil. And in our case, we're kind of in alkaline soil, considering that we're practically right above a limestone cliff. But yeah, they are versatile in terms of where they can grow. And another distinguishing factor to look at is if you rub your finger against a twig here, I mean, it usually does no harm to the tree. It's just as long as you don't tear the entire twig off. So if you rub your finger against it and I go to smell it, there's really no particular strong odor. Because unlike with the Ohio Buckeye, on the other hand, you actually get a really distinctive smell that kind of reminds you of bug spray. So that is another excellent way of distinguishing between the two. And as a matter of fact, if you look at the leaves very carefully, you can kind of see that it kind of has asymmetrical base on it. So like this base right here is a little higher than this one. Kind of looks similar to that of the common hackberry, like in terms of the shape of the leaf. But rest assured though, they are indeed separate species. And same thing as with the Ohio Buckeye. They usually have up to 5 leaves that kind of have a shape of a palm. But yeah, that's the Yellow Buckeye. Now I believe they call it Yellow Buckeye because once the buckeye has a chance to, like the actual fruit that comes from this tree, the outer covering kind of has like a yellowish color. So I believe that is where the name actually comes from. So, and also the general shape, it kind of reminds you of looking at a Yukon Gold potato. So that's just something to look out for. So alrighty. Thought I would share that with you guys. Hope you learned something about the Yellow Buckeye. It's finally nice that I ran into them at long last. So that's how it is with trees sometimes. You just have to be at the right spot at the right time. Because even sometimes you can just walk straight past them and not even notice. But that's part of the naturalist's eye. They tend to look at things a bit more closely, analyze, as it were. So, alright mates, hope all you enjoy your Sunday, and journey on a journey is outwards. Take care, folks.